one other thing though about astrology, and that is, as I became totally enamored with it in the mid-'60s, I was in college from '67 to '71, I realized looking back that I never learned astrology. I remembered it. It always felt familiar to me. And as I began to study and read astrology, I learned it faster than I should have, because it just felt familiar. It's touched someplace in me. And interestingly enough, that was in the mid-'60s. 40 years later, I'm just as fascinated with astrology today as I was then. It hasn't let me down. It's a hugely wide and rich area of inquiry that has me as enamored today as I was as a teenager.
Excellent. What's your special focus in astrology? Like, what type of astrologer are you? What interests you? You got evolutionary astrologers, Hellenistic, Vedic. What techniques inspire you?
When it comes to technique, I'm a bit of an eclectic, because I think that when technique drives the inquiry, it limits what it is that you find. And so I would rather have technique follow the inquiry rather than the technique lead it. And so because of that, I've worked through many different techniques. I've fiddled around with harmonics and midpoints and Uranian planets and fourth harmonic wheels, and some of the Hellenistic techniques and some of the evolutionary, and I find that everything has value. But the thing that really drives me is relating the chart to the person. I'm interested in finding the hum. The closest aspect in my chart is a Venus-Neptune opposition. Venus and Neptune are opposed within 1 minute of arc, same minute. And so to me it's the music. It's the music, it's the hum, it's the buzz. And having read a lot of Buckminster Fuller's work in my late teen years, I'm totally enamored with the harmonic, mathematical patterning that happens in astrology. And even though signs and houses certainly have meaning, I'm interested in aspects, because aspects is the music. And I'm particularly interested in aspects that are left aside. I've spent several decades now delving into the meaning, both conceptually and pragmatically, of the quintiles and septiles, the higher orders of harmony that we sometimes gloss over when we pattern things in the 12-fold zodiac. And I feel that astrologers that miss or don't use the 5th and 7th harmonic, the quintile series and the septile series, are actually missing a huge amount of juice and magic and power to charts and chart interpretation.